Friends, 1041 days of war. Yesterday I missed making my video because of my other commitments. So I am combining the two together and we start as before. What is happening in southern war zone? As far as Kherson is concerned, no significant changes. Heavy aerial bombing by Russian Federation Army is continuing in Antonivka and adjacent bridgeheads, which is held by Ukrainians, and Berislav. Counterattacks continuing from the Ukrainian side. Zaporizhia directions, Russians have advanced further closer to Valika Novosilka, and road from there to Guliai Pol has come under Russian army. Now coming to Pokrovsk sector, Russian army took over the urban Kurakhove city and reached thermal power plant. Further, they made advance in Shevchenko and south of Sontnovka and captured southern shore of Sukhiyali River from Zelenivka to Konstantinopolsky. Also, they advanced towards Rozliv from both east and west directions. Coming to Pokrovsk sector, Russians took over almost 50% of Novozeliza and they advanced west of Sontsovka and enriched their control over Ukrainka. East of Pokrovsk, call it Grodivka front, the Russians advanced in Vozdvizhanka and Novozeliza. They have captured Volchi. And now coming to Toretsk, Russians advance southern part of Toretsk and inside city as well. Chasiv Yar, Russians have taken over Pivikny district and have advanced north of Chasiv Yar, and they have also captured Grayhorivka. That's a good gain, which is north of Chasiv Yar. In Siversk, as per ISW, Russians have made some gains, unspecified though. This gain is Siversk is important because after a long time Russians have made some advance. Coming to northeast Ukraine, that is Liman, Kremina direction, after taking over Ivanovka on the western bank of Zerbets river, Russians have advanced further towards east of Terny and adjacent regions. North of Kharkov remains a stalemate for both the armies. No changes in Volchansk and Lipsy directions. Coming to Kursk, Russians have advanced towards Nikolaev Darino area and in the areas of Yevka and forest belts of Sutsa. They have also advanced east of Kruglenkoe. I am still looking for signs of North Korean soldiers fighting in Kursk alongside Russians against Ukrainians. Interdiction missions. Almost 56 Ukrainian drones carried out attacks in Voronezh, Rostov, Belgorod regions. Coming to Palestine, Israel, Middle East. IDF offensive operation is on in North Gaza towards Zabalia. In Central Gaza, IDF offensive operation is also on in Netzarim area. In Southern Gaza, IDF continues its operations in Philadelphia corridor. Artilleries hit Rafah and Khan Yunis city. Lebanon, IDF continues raiding many locations, breaking the ceasefire norms, but still ceasefire by and large holds. In Syria, in northern part, fight is on in Tisrim Dam area, but the ruling STS claims the entire situation is under its control, maybe, but the fight is basically between SDF, that is Quds, and SNA, supported by Turkey. In the meantime, Houthis launched ballistic missiles at Nevatim Air Base in Israel. From 1st January 2025, new members will be inducted into the folds of BRICS, and they are Belarus, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Cuba, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Bolivia, and Uganda. And from 1st January itself, it seems that the Russian oil and gas supply to various other countries, especially in Europe, will be stopped as they were passing through Ukraine. And Ukraine will lose about $100 million per month because the charges it was levying for transition through its territory. Sudan fight is on, and the government forces, that is Sudanese armed forces, have entered into Shakla district. Slowly and positively they are able to throw out the rebellions supported by American imperialism and even French out of their control zones. Lastly, one observation from my side: the centrist parties, so called social democrats, liberals, etc., are being marginalized globally, be it Europe, America, India, and elsewhere. Then who are gaining? The extreme rightists, that is even bordering on fascism and Nazism, or the leftist, though the growth of left forces or communists are very marginal, because basically the central leadership or the core of these parties themselves are not sure of their own ideologies and how to interact with the masses, the working population, and penetrate among them. The results are more devastations of the people and the climate we live in, which I have been harping again and again and telling you. Who and which country will take the lead to salvage the mankind and the earth? I do not know. But then we can be part of that salvation, that revolution, much needed revolution, socialist revolution. Well, what you see behind is a good sign, and hope wherever you are, you join such movements. Thank you.